Hello, everyone. Much love to you on your journeys. I know it's awesome. Today, I just want to have a free flow of just thoughts on or reflections on current happenings in my reality. And let's see where to start. Okay, so I'll start with why we're alive. Okay, so why we're alive is different for everybody. For most people, it was to do what they're told, become something that would give them freedom in the world. Okay, we know this. We see it all around us. We see it in accumulation of things. We see it in being able to manipulate our bodies to look a certain way or do a certain thing, to hone our minds up to be a certain compatible way, which is great. We did it. We can function in that world. Okay, so now what? Once we do get those things, once we do those things, once we have those things, once we are those things, what happens when we see that we need more? We have everything we want. We've done everything we wanted to in the body. We've done everything we want to in the mind. We've accumulated all the things. Well, for me, the process was I didn't want the same things as everybody else. I just liked skateboarding. I liked feeling inspired, and I would do whatever it took to be inspired. For me, that meant traveling, going to different skateboard parks, seeing different areas of the country, of the world, to skateboard. And also that became different natural areas. And the reason I enjoyed all these things so much was because it gave me a really incredible feeling of love, which is security, confidence, clarity, inspiration, motivation. And because through the things that I did in the world, it didn't bring me too much money, I didn't really care about it. And I felt my highest doing without. I felt a lot of trust that I would be supported if I was doing what I loved. And it really works out for me. It still works out for me. But I'm at the point now where I'm beyond all the things in the world. There's nothing really more for me here in terms of accumulation of things. I have everything. And yeah, it doesn't look like much, but for me, this is what everything is that I could possibly ever want. That are, attainable right now. Like, so what else is there? For me, right now it's space. I need space to feel inspired. And without that space, then what's even the point of being alive, you know? That inspiration for me. And because the mind can go so far, it can help you to, you know, just get anything you want, really. But then there's the body. And for me, the body has been just, especially at night, pretty tense. And it needs a break. The body needs a break, right? And so I've been spending more and more time just kind of spacing out and doing not too much. I've already basically cut off anything, for the most part, that isn't in sync with my highest formations currently, as much as possible. You know, there's not much I can do about all the people in the world and their belief systems, and I can't change anybody else, nor can I even change myself. So the path for me is a more of an internal path. The external world for me is easy. It's beautiful. I can go anywhere and do anything all the time. That's not the problem. I can, like, for example, I'm at the beach now, and I live in my car, and I've always lived in my car ever since I got one, since I was about 17, because I didn't have a very comfortable home life. My home wasn't very clean, and my parents, they weren't very comfortable to be around. So I was always leaving my house or staying in my room, kind of hiding, ever since I was about 7 years old. And I found a lot of my comforts not in homes. I found my comforts in empty spaces, walking through the woods, exploring places that people don't go to. That's what really brought me up. It made me feel really good, really inspired. Music, if things were too noisy around me, listening to music really helped me a lot. I never really liked TV. It was always depressing for me. There wasn't really too much in terms of entertainment in the world, movies or anything in the world that I really liked, because I wasn't really into fighting, and it seems like most movies and TVs are violence, sarcasm, just beating each other up, and that only can take you so far, and there's always someone bigger than you, so what's the point of that? I really enjoyed riding my bike. I really enjoyed just settling into things, and extreme things, because it kept me focused, it kept me present in the moment, and it keeps me feeling alive and the will to be alive. But this morning it came across to me that there needs to be something more now, and that more for me is in, well, I can talk about what I enjoy and I appreciate. I appreciate when people are transparent, authentic, when they share their hearts in what they do, the good and bad, not judging themselves. Because if we just put on makeup and just say things when we only want to say things, to, when we're only in these like highs, then that's only when that information is going to help you. But a lot of times we aren't in those places. So we have to be able to be who we are in all the times where we are feeling and going through, like when we have a lot of anxiety, or we're feeling depressed, or we don't have very much will to live, or we are stressed, or going through something that's just really challenging, and we're stuck in our brains. So I don't always have something to say, so maybe I'll just chant for a little bit. Okay, I'm feeling some inspired thoughts. I grew up around females that were always trying to please other people. And so I grew up in that environment. I didn't really have a father that I related to. So, so I spent time pleasing others to certain degrees, where, like, for me in skateboarding, I knew I had to be good at it. And I really enjoyed doing it. I really liked being good. I liked repetition. I liked just using my mind to figure things out in skateboarding. And it brought me a lot of happiness. And also it brought me a lot of friends, because I could blow people's minds with skateboarding. And then I realized that none of these people were really my friends, because they only liked me for skateboarding and me being cool at skateboarding. So they weren't really my friends. And they went away. They left. I had different things that I was into, like wanting to understand why I'm here on the planet, what's beyond culture, how could I live lightly on the earth, how could I live lightly in my head, how can I not have to think all the time, or not have to be so attentive to it? How can I not have to be so attentive to the body? How can I be of real service to myself and to others? What can I say that will be of real benefit? How can I live that'll be of real benefit? I know this probably sounds fake because a lot of people are into that because, most people are thinking about just survival things, girls and accumulating or looking a certain part or whatever. But because I never had those interests, my joys were function. Why am I doing this? What's the point of this haircut? What's the point of these clothes? Why am I talking to this person? Why am I talking to myself? What is this feeling in my body? Why am I clenching my jaw? Why am I clenching my arms? Why is my sleep so intense at night? Why are my dreams so uncomfortable? Or sometimes, why am I not feeling love right now? Why am I not feeling inspired right now? Where can I go to feel space if everything is filled up with people in cars that are projecting a certain frequency that is uncomfortable? Where can I go to breathe in this ocean, this dense ocean, if I breathe oxygen and everyone else is breathing seawater? What's the point of talking if there's nothing being said? What's the point of doing things if nothing's being done? What's the point of busyness if it solves nothing except making you exhausted? I don't want to go into stores. I don't like wearing masks. A lot of times, because I do live in my car, I don't want to drive. I can't get a self-driving car right now, so I have to live with this. I have to accept my reality right now as it is. What can I do with what is right now? How can I get in touch with the love that I am, that I know myself to be, that I haven't forgotten yet, without taking advantage of others, without numbing myself until it goes away? How can I be with what is and understand its gift to me? How can I enjoy the simplicity of being and feeling everything. Well, one of those ways for me is through non-judgment. I can step back and see clearly, yes, everything is for my benefit. Okay. Everything is for everyone's benefit. Okay. Okay, so people are on different, timelines, realities. Okay. How does that work? Well, their mind is projecting a certain reality from a certain set of belief systems that attracts to them certain things, and they co-harmoniously work out with everyone else in the planet and I guess the universe. Okay, that is amazing. So I was watching this talk with Elatom today, and he was saying that it's a mental game. It's all in our mind now. And the body reflects if we're on point with with who we are, because it's a reflection of what's really going down that isn't programmed. We can tell ourselves all we want that this or that is good for us, but when we look at the body tells us the truth. So it's a wonderful tool to have and to know what is really true, because the body reflects the truth through health. And if we don't have health, then we're not in line with the truth. Because, of course, the mind can be easily manipulated. The mind's always trying to give us something that is awesome, please us. But a lot of times what pleases us isn't based on infinity, authenticity, infinity nature type of, well, not a type of, but it's not based on actual reality, because the mind is just an imagination machine, okay? So, and those imaginations can be good or, can be heaven or hell. So what truly is lasting? So that's what the body tells us. So everyone's living in their imagination, and that imagination is based on things that they see have worked out for them or not worked out for them. Okay, so we're living in this basically a multi-dimensional imagination, and this is awesome. I'm gonna roll my window down because it's getting hot in my car. Okay, so how can we sync our imagination up with God's imagination? All right, so everyone's doing that. So how can I sync my imagination up with infinity God's imagination? Well, since the body is infinite, I see the body as infinite. Then I can sync it up with my body. Okay. How can I do that? Well, I can relax the body. can focus on my breath. I can let go of striving. I can let go of trying to be somewhere else. Okay, these are all helpful. The body agrees with this. Okay, I can take off clothes that are suffocating my body. Okay. I can be honest with myself. Clarity. Okay, this is liberating. This is enabling me to drop different imaginations that are not as sync with the infinite reality. All right. Oh, okay. So this is wonderful. So what's the point of me talking here? Well, just share information that is maybe beneficial to you and for myself, because in this free flow of thought, I am able to bring things out of myself through service to you in this that I wouldn't have seen before as well. So just to be of service to the world, is martyrdom, because it has to be win-win. It has to go both ways. I have to be of service to myself too. Am I doing what works for me? Okay, I'm seeing that I've shared enough today. I don't know if I've really communicated much, but I don't feel like talking anymore. So you guys have a wonderful day. Of course, I love you so much because I love myself so much. I can only love you as much as I love myself. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.